Hey feminine, let's go ahead and jump right into this reading, my love. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Thank you, thank you. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, because ain't nothing to it but to do it. Thank you, Spirits. What are the messages for feminine? What does she need to know? All right. What are the messages for feminine? We have healing. Okay. All right. Jumping out, we have lesson. Okay. Messages for feminine. All right. We have here and now. Okay. And what else for our feminine spirit? Thank you. All right. We have abundance. Underlying energy here is awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. All right. First card is healing. It says old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. Lesson says this person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. All right. So I feel like you have been the catalyst that has helped awaken your twin soul. This has been like the theme and the message of the last 3 days, especially this last month. Okay, but emphasis on the last 3 days. You have been there to show your person what love is, to show them what it's not. Okay, and this person is realizing who they can trust, who they can't trust, etc. A lot of those things have been coming up, and they really do feel like they can trust you. They can trust this love. Here and now says your true love is already a part of your life. And abundance. You've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. When people hear the word abundance, they tend to think money. But what about an abundance, period? An abundance of love, an abundance of support, an abundance of peace, an abundance of, spiritual protection, and an abundance of financial stability, right? So I feel like these are the great things that are coming in here as per spiritual guidance, spiritual direction. As you can see, you have a lot of greatness coming your way. Okay, let's get into these messages. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages for feminine? What does she need to know? All right. What are the messages for feminine? What does she need to know? Okay, we have Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is a lover, a nurturer. All right, very intuitive person. You also are very magical, very powerful. Okay, your person recognizes this about you. Okay, we have the Six of Wands. So let's say they recognize this about you. Not only do they recognize this about you, but other people recognize this about you as well. You're very successful. All right. You triumph over all obstacles and challenges. So let's say you had to deal with your own wounds, right? You had to deal with your own childhood issues and things like that. You did it. Okay, it's been recognized. You're a Ten of Swords. Okay, you had to do away with the old version of you, welcome in this new version of self. You have inspired your person and others. Okay, people who feel trapped, people who feel stuck, like they have things they need to release but are struggling with doing so. All right, so you're influential out here. Okay, you're influential out here. Let me get this other card. We have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is about the future and what's to come. You have a King of Pentacles. So a King of Pentacles is coming towards you. King of Pentacles is earth sign energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But it doesn't have to be. Just somebody that's very grounded. Somebody that's mature. Somebody that's financially stable themselves. This person is very drawn to you, very attracted to you. Just saw the Queen of Wands. They come in knowing exactly what it is that they want. Okay, especially now that they have completed their lesson. Whatever their lesson may have been. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, yeah, we have Judgment. Someone is awakening to the truth of this connection, the truth about a lot of things around them, just a lot of different truths. Okay, that's how I'm hearing it. What does feminine need to know? Okay, just keep flipping themselves. Ace of Cups. All right, Ace of Cups is a brand new beginning in love. Okay, so you could have known this person for a really long time, but maybe they just weren't ready, or you weren't ready. Well, again, a new version of self or a new version of themselves has been birthed. Okay, so now the two of you can proceed, move forward. Ten of Wands, yeah, the hard work has been done. All right, I know a lot of time twins are talking about how their twin does not want to do the work. Well, in this case, your twin has done the work. They're seeing exactly what needs to be done and doing it, or they saw what needed to be done and they did it. Take it as it applies. All right, what does feminine need to know? Ooh, quite a bit. All right, we have the Tower. Yeah, it came as a shock or as a surprise to them. There's also some people still trying to hold on to them. You know, there's still some issues, some unresolved things that they're working through, but they are getting through it. Okay, so if anything, I feel like more positive came out of the reading than anything else. Okay, like this person sees what they need to see. Some of them could have struggled with mother wounds with the Queen of Cups here, the Ten of Swords. Their mother could have betrayed them or backstabbed them several times, talked bad about them, kicked them when they were down, you know, did everything except be a mother, you know. The Six of Wands is success and finally overcoming that. The Three of Wands and the King of Pentacles in the very near future, you know, this person is coming towards you ready, able, grounded, you know, still standing and in a much better position mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Okay, just feeling better. And it's because of judgment, having a wake-up call, reality check, finally making a decision. Some of you could have distanced yourself from this person due to having felt like you were in this connection by yourself, you know, them dealing with their unresolved things. However, this person felt really homesick, okay, without you present. So they're coming in again, you know, to let you know this is where they want to be. This is what they want to pursue. This may come as a shock to you that the person doesn't want to let go. But I also feel like this refers to, like I said, the spiritual awakening they're going through and the people that are being cut off that are trying their very best to hold on to them. Because in some way, those people benefit off of them. Yeah. All right. Eight of Swords. In some way, those people benefit off of them feeling helpless, but they don't bring any good energy. Your person is picking up on that. And if this is you, then you're picking up on that. You pay very close attention to who comes around and when. All right, yeah, when things are going better for you or when things are going better for them, that's when these karmics want to come around. So again, I feel like somebody's learned their lesson. Okay, whatever lessons or lesson they needed to learn, they learned it. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Might be a quick one here. All right, let's see. What are the messages? Queen of Cups. Whoop. We have the Five of Cups. Yeah, things from the past that they were holding on to, that they needed to release, trauma, etc. Ace of Wands. Finally, a breakthrough. All right, finally a breakthrough. Six of Wands here. Six of Wands. We have the High Priestess. Yeah, a lot of you knew what it was that this person had to overcome, and so you were just giving them that space and that grace to do that. Then we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, Knight of Swords is somebody rushing in or them having wanted to rush into a connection, but you knew there were things they needed to heal. This could also be vice versa. Like this could be them and you were the one that was dealing with mother wounds or things like that. You are their divine feminine, but you weren't quite ready to step into that position of being their wife or loving them fully because you had to heal certain things inside of you that prevented you from accepting love fully, you know, things like that. So take it whichever way it goes, because it feels like it's both ways for a lot of you. Okay, some of you could have both been dealing with this, or they are very intuitive, knew that you still had some things you needed to heal from, you know, and they were giving you that space to heal it, but they never lost love. And now that they see you've healed, they're ready to come in and like, hey, let's be together, you know, King of Cups, Queen of Cups type thing. All right, Six of Cups, we've healed those internal wounds, and a lot of the times twins mirror. So just take it whichever way it goes. Either you could have been the one, they could have been the one, both of y'all could have had some healing to do. All right, you could have been the more spiritually inclined or spiritually ascended one, so you were aware of what was happening while they weren't, or something like that. But regardless to what, the work has been done. We have Two of Wands. So when this person comes in, like I said, you know, I've done the work, you've done the work, let's be together. You have that choice. Stay or go. Deal with this person or don't. Okay. Five of Swords. I feel like a lot of you are going to choose to deal with them because you know who this person is to you. They're your true love. It goes deeper than, oh, that's my twin. No. It says your true love is already part of your life. So you know who this person is. They're your true love. There's no use in you denying what you feel. Yeah, Ten of Cups is what the two of you are meant to have. Okay. So happy, stable family life, something that's very secure, that offers a lot of domestic bliss. Therefore, why would we turn it down? Yeah, Two of Cups. Why would we turn down our perfect match? All right, Three of Swords. You had a lot of pain in your heart. They had a lot of pain in their heart. Again, take it whichever way it applies, and you healed it. Somebody took that pain and transmuted it into power. All right. We have Judgment here. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we have the Five of Swords. Yeah, somebody's waking up to the truth, realizing who around them has what intention, what motive. Some people realize that they were intimidated or bullied by their mother. We have the Empress here, okay? Intimidated and bullied by their mother, deceived, kicked while down, just pretty much put in terrible positions, emotionally assaulted time and time and time again by their mother. Somebody that's supposed to be there to nurture them. Okay, it was a karmic mother. That explains it. Because there's no way a divine feminine is treating her children like that. Okay. I love my babies to the moon and back, around it again. I let them know all the time that their happiness makes me happy. You know, when you become a parent, it's like it's not about you anymore. It's about them. You know, that's really what I feel. It's not to say you forget all about yourself, but you just have other people that are learning from you, that learn how to be responsible, caring adults in this world. And if you're not teaching them how to be caring, how are they being caring? If you're being emotionally irresponsible, what do you think they're going to do? So it's like you set the standard. The mother is the first teacher, even when the father is present in the home. Both parents are important. Yes, absolutely. Indeed. They have their own roles, though. And mother is what's known as the first teacher. So, yeah, whoever was treated poorly by their mother, whether it be you or them, okay, had to learn a very, very tough lesson here in life. How to heal themselves, how to love and nurture themselves, how to raise themselves even, okay? A lot of things that as an adult, you or they still had to learn later in life, you know? What they call them late bloomers, right? You know, late bloomers had to learn and teach yourself a lot of things because somebody just wasn't. They weren't able to be what you needed them to be. All right. So 8 of Cups is emotionally withdrawing from people who abandoned you or abandoned them. Again, put yourself whichever side you go. All right. These people feeling utterly disappointed because that's the thing about it. Eventually the child grows up. And when they grow up, they may just start a family of their own. And now you have nothing to do with their life, you know, and it's all because of whatever you did to push that person away. All right, 4 of Wands is twin flame union. It's a stable home environment. Again, this is the energy that's coming in for you. An abundance of love, an abundance of peace, prosperity, protection, financial security, whatever it is that you want, you're getting it. Yeah, we got the Ace of Wands and the Star card. So that's whatever and all things that your heart desires. Okay. Ace of Cups, my Holy Spirit card, even if we weren't talking about love or romance, that is Spirit giving you everything that your heart desires, so as long as it's in alignment with God's will for your life. The World is a representation of spiritual maturity. This is my spiritual graduation card. Okay, so you have matured, you've grown, you learned what you needed to learn. Not saying that you're done, because life is all about lessons. All right, but when it comes to being able to give and receive love, you learn what you need to learn. Okay, yeah, 3 of Swords. This is the end of heartache. This is the end of misery. This is the end of sorrow and disappointment. Your life just being all out of order. This is the end of you feeling alienated and isolated. All right, this is the end of that. 7 of Cups is options. All right, lots and lots of options being provided to you. Everything, like I said, that your heart desires. 9 of Cups. Okay. Anytime you see a 9 of Cups in a reading, you're definitely getting everything your heart desires. There's no ifs, ands, buts, questions, commas, nor concerns. You're getting everything your heart desires, okay? Keep your mind clear. Keep your heart open. All right? We have the 10 of Pentacles. There you go. The 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. So, like I said, those people from the past, full of disappointment, full of regret, wanting to hold on to you, wanting to be a part of this happily ever after of yours. And Spirit says no. You know, you learned whatever you needed to learn. That's it. All right. When child is given to you, it is a blessing from Spirit. You guys know how I feel about this. If you've been here watching me for years, you know how I feel about this. Children are blessings. So for you to just disregard it and treat it like it's nothing, or act like, hey, they grow up and they get a different brain. No, whatever you treated them like is burned into their brain. Do they have to live their life and say, oh, because when I was 6, this happened to me? No. But they will always remember it. It will always remain with them. So be mindful of that, okay? Be mindful of how you treat your children. Trying to teach them lessons, okay? So we have the 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles is about adaptability and flexibility. I feel like, you know, other people just going to have to learn how to adapt the same way that you did, okay? The same way that you did, or the same way your person did. Take it whichever way. I really feel like it goes both ways here. All right, a lot of you started healing from things, and when true love came into your life, it opened up some wounds that you weren't expecting it to open up. It brought back up some weight that you had thought you put down. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. You had Page of Cups. And so we have the beginning of something great, or this is reconciliation of something that was paused. Either way it goes, it's looking really good for you, Empress. Okay. If it was you and you had mother wounds that you had to heal, you finally graduated and reached that Empress level. If it was them and they were not able to connect with the divine feminine energy within or outside of themselves, they are now able to do so. So the two of you can come together and be in union. Nine of Wands. Yeah, it was an ongoing battle. For real. All right. Three of Pentacles is about devotion, teamwork, commitment, being on the same page. Not just being dedicated to something, but being dedicated to something of quality. Great quality. All right. The two of you will achieve many great things together, including but not limited to one or several businesses and a very, very happy family unit. All right. So those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Peace and happiness.